going on, guys? I hope you can hear me over that giant Kenwood dump truck running in the background, but we are up here at my shop today. It's pretty cold. I don't know if you can see my breath, but we're going to be installing some performance chassis braces that I got from JST Performance. These are made by TP Performance Products. I have the front subframe brace here, which is this one, to connect the subframe to the chassis, and I have another one here that connects the front of the subframe together. These are all really super high quality, nicely made parts, good and powder coated. Took me probably, I don't know, maybe 3 weeks to get these after I ordered them. I ordered them on Thanksgiving, so I've actually had them for a while. So I hope you guys had a good Christmas and a good New Year. We're going to start things off in 2020 by modding the Fiesta a little bit. I also have one more chassis brace that goes in the rear. It's a brace for the torsion bar. I still have it in my car. I'll get it out in a little bit, but you guys are going to come with me on this little journey here to install these, and then I'll give them a good test drive and let you guys know what I think, probably in my next video, because I haven't uploaded in, I don't know, maybe a month or a month and a half, because I've been super busy. So probably just going to want to get this up, and then I'll give you guys an update and what I think about it a little bit later. So let's get to it. Well, I figure I should probably apologize to my pinch welds for putting both of the jack stands on the pinch welds. But we got the car up, and I'm gonna be safe, and I'm gonna go grab a block of wood to chalk the rear wheel off, and then we'll figure that out. Let's go over here. Hey, what's up? Put this under here, like that. There, good and safe. A lot of people here today for some reason. Well, it is a Thursday, so actually I'm not surprised. But anyway, we're gonna get started on this here. So I'm gonna go grab some lighting, grab a couple tools, and change my shirt here so I don't get my sweatshirt dirty. But I'll be right back. All right, so let's get started here. I figure we'll start with the front brace, which spans from that bolt over to that bolt that you might be able to see on the other side of my intercooler piping. There's a truck pulling up over there. That's nice. All right, anyway, so this bolt here is a 18 mil. Let's just whack this off quick. Ford. Okay, one more over here. I'm actually just gonna set this up like this. maybe tilt it back a little. There we go. Look at that. All right, get this off. I figured that might have been harder than it actually was with the intercooler piping there, but I think we're good. So I'll just get this the rest of the way out. My hand, maybe. All right. I would speed up stupid stuff like this in editing if I knew how to do it, but I don't think I do. So there we go. All right, that's out. Look at the one on this side, which is probably going to be just as annoying. These bolts here actually hold part of the control arm there, so that might be kind of annoying trying to get back in. But let me grab the brace, which is over here, if you want to come with me. Got this here, so this will actually just span between the 2 points on the front of the subframe there and connect them together, which should give us, you know, a considerable amount of stiffening on the front of the car here. And it might actually mitigate torque steer a little bit. That's what it claims on the website. I'm not so sure how I feel about that, but it might. Ugh. All right, so I am somehow going to have to line up the hole in there with the control arm so that I can then slide the bolt through this. So once I figure out how to do that, I'll be right back, and then I'll show you guys how I do the other side. All right, so ignore the truck in the background. I managed to slide this one in and the other one actually by just pushing up on the control arm with my hand as I slid the bolt in. And now I'm seeing if I can get the thread on this to catch without the impact. But I don't think that that's actually working. I think that's still, well, no, that might be working. I don't feel like I'm actually, oh, wait. Yeah, okay, it's getting tighter. That means I'm getting in there. This is more of a pain than I thought it would be. I hope you guys can't hear that truck, and if you can, I'm sorry, it's loud. My shop is in a little bit of a complex here, and there are some other businesses, so sometimes you just got to deal with stuff like this. All right, so that side is mostly tight. It's not all the way tight. I'm gonna tighten down that side first, and then I'll torque both of these down and we'll move on to the next brace. This one's putting up a little bit more of a fight, but I think it's going in. Really, the main part of this being tricky whatsoever is just... Oh, you know what? So I didn't do this, but I believe that this car was previously owned by an enthusiast, but as I was under here, I just noticed I have a Cobb rear engine mount. I think that is the polyurethane one. It's covered in salt and crap from the winter, but that's kind of cool. I didn't do that. So I have that, and I don't have to worry about it. I was actually going to buy one, but I guess now I don't have to. All right, get this tightened down. If you can imagine, I am trying to tighten this not only against the pressure of the threads themselves, but I am somewhat fighting the control arm here, the pressure from that trying to move down, which is why this is at all difficult. But I think that is in, so I'm just gonna torque that down. Good and tight. Let's see. Yeah, that's not going anywhere. All right, we'll hit this one again. All right, again, good and tight. So that connects the front of the subframe together from there all the way over to there, instead of just having that open U shape. Thank you to TB Performance products. This thing is really nice. So next we're going to be moving a little bit more to the rear here. I might have to move the jack out of the way, but we're going to be replacing these two steel strips. Hang on, I don't know if you can see that. Let me get the light. We're replacing these two steel strips. There's one on this side and one on that side. That's from the factory what holds the front subframe to the body. So we're going to be replacing those two individual ones with ones that are, or with one brace that is not only thicker but actually connects those two together at the front. So that should give us a pretty good amount of rigidity. So let me just get set up and move everything back there, and we'll get started on that. I'm gonna get started by removing these two bolts that hold this part of this brace on. They are 13 mil. I'm just gonna whack them off with the impact real quick. If I can actually manage to get my arms all the way in here. Oh, my light shut off. It's probably dead. I'll get another one in a second. Let's see. Get this one off. Well, there goes that. All right. Try to get fiddle the bolt out of here. There we go. All right, pull this factory brace out, which is not very beefy. It's actually pretty light. I think all these braces are pretty light, by the way. I didn't mention that, but I was expecting them to be very heavy when I got them, but they were really nice and light, so I'm not adding weight or anything. This will be good. Okay, so I won't lie to you guys, I cheated a little bit. While I was waiting for the light to charge, I did go over to that side and remove the other thin brace, and then I held this up and just hand threaded in the two bolts over there. So I'm gonna do the same thing over here. I just grab a bolt, 13 mil socket, just slip this in there, and then push it up through, find where this is supposed to go, which actually is a little bit off. God damn it, there it goes. Maybe, yeah, there it goes, okay. Just thread this by hand. Just so I have it, you know, held in place, and then I'll go ahead and do the other one here. Oh, I'm trying to like reach my arm around the jack stand. This isn't the most comfortable thing ever. There we go. Thread that in like so, if that's even going in. I can't really tell. No, it is. Another thing I just noticed, I think I have poly exhaust hangers. Previous owner must have did that too. Yeah, because there's a blue one up here in the front, and then there's a red one, two red ones in the back, actually. Okay, I don't think that's actually going in there. Oh, yes it is. Okay, it just got tight. All right, so I'm gonna grab the wrench. We're gonna torque all this together. And by torque, I mean hand tighten until it feels tight enough, because you don't need torque wrenches for this sort of thing. And actually, I'm sort of reluctant to say that, because whenever I say stuff like that, something goes wrong. You know, the dead of winter in New England is not that fun if you're a car enthusiast, because salt just gets everywhere. I'm laying in water and salt and dirt, and I am absolutely disgusting right now, but you know, it's all in the name of getting stuff done. All right, so that side's good. Go ahead and move over to the other side here. Get this all set up. I gotta get this out of the way. This. Pull out the camera tripod again. Set this up over here so you can see that. Actually, let me grab the light as well. Maybe. There we go. magnetic light fixtures. Stuck it to the wrench and pulled it over. All right, so let's get these two tightened down. We'll start with the inside here. Threaded these ones in by hand a lot more than I threaded the other side by hand, so don't have as much turning to do. Actually, see if I can get a little more leverage here. All right, that should be good. Just do this side real quick, and then we can move on to the rear. But I have no idea really as to how that actually goes in, so we're gonna have to figure that out. Just go ahead and tighten that up nice and tight like that. There we go. That's 2 out of the 3 braces done. We got this one here, that one, and now I will show you guys the one for the rear of the car in a second. I have it laying in my back seat, but basically it just, hold on, I don't know if you can see. Oh. Now I don't have the rear of the car jacked up, and I'm actually not 100% sure how this brace goes in, but I believe it's supposed to go inside this channel here for the, yeah, it looks like it goes on that bolt, and then there should be one down there too. This is the rear torsion bar, so I do believe it just goes inside of that channel, makes everything a little bit stiffer. So I'll go snag that out of my back seat right now, after I get myself up off of the ground. Oh jeez, cold and wet and dirty. Let's get in here. See, I got this one here. So I do believe that this is going to go up like this, but you know, down under the car. I'm gonna have to figure that out though, because that would mean that the sticker is upside down, and I'm not actually totally sure. So let me figure this out. I may end up jacking up the rear of the car, but once I figure this out, I'll be right back. Well, I ended up giving up on that and going home because I will explain this here. So I'm sitting in front of my computer and my sim here. I have everything turned off, but I'm on JST Performance's website here, where I bought the chassis braces from. This is what I ordered, or what I thought I ordered here, the torsion bar for the rear. Could be wrong. Maybe I actually did order this, but this is what they sent me. So they sent me the performance trunk brace here. And I didn't end up installing that today because I'm going to look up exactly how to do it. And I'll probably make a part 2 to this video, or I will just make a separate video of me installing that. But anyway, I didn't do that tonight. It ended up getting dark, so I just kind of, you know, gave up and came back here, and I figured I'd make this little bit for you guys. So I will be uploading a video of me doing that soon and some other stuff, so stay tuned for that, and have a good night.